Hey friends, now we're on box number 3. So, this one's got a mixture. Looks like some novels and some gaming stuff, so we'll dig in right into it. Starting off, we've got a reprint of original Dark Sun novel, Cerulean's Storm. Must have been a later Wizards print. And then we got a bunch of the original TSR printings. This one's got some damage to it. A lot of these have got the browning of pages that seem to occur on some of these older novels when you store them in an attic, or looks like something ate the corner of this one. Amber Enchantress, Crimson Legion, Nomad, Outcast, Brazen Gambit, Darkness Before the Dawn, Broken Blade, and The Seeker. And I think that's it for the novels. Yep, looks like it. Got a deck of Psionic Powers, which is definitely missing cards, a random die in it, some counters and whatnot. A complete, the Player's Handbook for 4th edition, the Fighter Power cards. I've never really had much of this stuff come through here. Not really that much of an interest, unfortunately. This is, however, something that will be of interest. We've got a very nice, in the shrink wrapped, Green Ronin, Black Industries, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay character pack. And never opened, brand new in the shrink. I can imagine that this one's going to go for a pretty good sum of money, because those never stayed in the shrink. Miniatures game rulebook that came with the D&D miniatures box set, I think. Here we have the D&D 4th edition starter set. There's some counters and stuff that are kicking around. Maybe that's what that die is from. Looks like a couple figures. Found a figure here. I think this was from it as well. Dwarf guy. So I'll have to see if that's complete, because it should be somewhat in demand, because these aren't that common. Put that aside. Looks like the 5th edition Dungeon Master Screen Reincarnated. I don't think there's any other 5th edition stuff in here, so that's kind of an oddity. Some random maps, probably from the miniature sets. Business reply card, chainmail cards, some counters and stuff for that 4th edition set. This is an interesting piece. So we have here a Endless Quest Collector's Set number 1. And in it, the first 4 Endless Quest books: the Dungeon of Dread, Mountains of Mirrors, Pillars of Pentagon, and Return to Brookwater. All those are in pretty good shape. What's neat about it is this is a collector set, and I don't think I've ever had one of these come through my shop. So when I was going through the stuff, these 4 books aren't particularly interesting. The collector set is very interesting to me. So don't know what they go for. Do a little research, but that is something that comes in. You kind of go, oh, haven't had that before. So we got a bunch of dragons and dungeons in the, looks like in the early 300s. I think these are ones that had Dark Sun articles in them, maybe. I do have a Star Wars Gamer unopened. This is issue number 8. Issue 8 of Star Wars Gamer, brand new in a shrink from Wizards. Mailing sleeve, I guess. And Star Wars Gamer number 9. So the last issue was number 9. And that's also unopened. So that's kind of cool. This is an unrelated item. This is Neverwinter Nights, the BioWare, Forgotten Realms online game, I think. Or no, a computer game. So, interesting. I don't know if there's any demand for it. Let's see, we got issue number 1 of Star Wars Gamer, but that's not in the shrink, unfortunately. It looks like we have most of the Star Wars Gamers. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, and then the 8 and 9 he never opened up and read. So those all have to make sure the stuff that's supposed to be in them is in them. Some of them had little spaceship maps or layout pieces. So the pile of maps, I don't know what they're to. That's a blank one, so something to dig into there. Then we got the Invasion of Theed Star Wars D20, the original D20, not the revised, and it has the Chewbacca figure, unopened, still in there. Dice are still in there, a little bit baggy. I don't know if they ever got open, but so they did this was very early in the Hasbro and WotC relationship. So when they were putting out this, somebody had the great idea of putting in a Star Wars Hasbro action figure, 2000. You know, promoting you to collect them all. This is right around the time of the prequel trilogy coming out. So, you know, things were pretty good for the Star Wars world at that point, and Hasbro had the license, and they were cross-marketing the heck out of it. Let's see here. It's like a Star Wars Gamer, Boba Fett, or a Mandalorian temporary tattoo. You got a living force. What is this? Supposed to be a passport of some sort. Earth Dawn CD, never taken out of the sleeve. I think that came with one of the Dragon magazines. I think this is to one of the Star Wars modules that got damaged. And interesting, and finally here in this box we have the other Dark Sun People of the Land set. This is the one that's been opened. I'll have to go through it and make sure all the figs are there. One that just dropped here. So this will be set number 3 of these that I have in stock now. So probably the largest stockpile of those in the box on the planet at the moment. And a bunch of these are for the 4th edition. So that's it, and a die. That is what we got for this box. Thanks for watching, and the next one I will start in a second. For me, it'll be in a second. For you, it'll be a couple days later.